Last rest, motherfucker.
Obviously, opinion is gonna be different.
Yeah, signing back in, baby.
Not at the level that he was after he died. No.
So you're saying before his death? Me personally, my opinion. Bro,
he's an icon.
Nah, that was thugged out.
Yeah, that wasn't no.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that either.
You have no vote. With that being said, world, welcome to
the Great American Hip Hop Debate.
It would only be kind and well-mannered to introduce yourselves and introduce ourselves. So I'm Burns. I got VSOP with me. I got the Black Don with me. And I got Mook with me. And you just walked into a debate. Pretty much, we're going to try to be here every week or every other week. And we're going to give our opinions on hip-hop culture. So this conversation can range on anything from artists to music, album versus album, label versus label, clothing line versus clothing line, whatever it is, whatever topic comes to mind that week, that's what we're going to bring to the table and just record. And I'm going to bump heads with these cats right here.
Word.
They some hard-headed moles.
We just don't agree all the time.
Especially this guy over here
to
my right.
With that being said, world, welcome to the Great American Hip Hop Debate. And what greater hip hop debate is there than who's the best MC, Biggie, Jay-Z, or Nas?
Word. As was said by Jigga.
Yeah, the famous Jay-Z line. And what I was saying earlier was that this is an argument that happens probably every day at barbershops or every local studio. Yeah.
Nando, you there?
Yeah, signing back in, baby.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties, I apologize.
No doubt.
Yeah, but it was all good because we got a little bit of Biggie music in.
Yeah, exactly.
So with this conversation with Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas, the first question I got to ask y'all is who y'all pick? Like, who gets your vote?
Well,
so yeah, VS, let me know. You can start it up.
Me personally, in my opinion, they're all greats. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
They're all legends, even though one of them is no longer here. But in my opinion, if I had to choose, I'd go with Nas. You know what I'm saying? He's a great poet in my opinion, and you know he's once in a lifetime talent. You know what I mean? And even though some people say his beat selection is whack, I think he stepped it up lately. So
he's the thug poet.
Yeah, man, he's crazy, man.
All right, so one vote for Nas, Black.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
wait, damn, I didn't want you to say it. I didn't want you to say it because we all know the answer.
Yeah,
it's a given. It's a well known in our circle that Black is voting for Big.
Yeah, Biggie Smalls is the illest, man. So effortless.
All right.
God-given.
So why, other than God given, like
you know how some people are just born to do something, and you know it's really a gift from God. No effort, just for the brother, no effort. Off the dome.
So you like Big like from the first time you heard him?
Yeah, without a doubt. Do
you remember the first time you heard him?
Yeah, I remember hearing him. As a matter of fact, Who's the Man soundtrack, Party and BS, as the song was called.
Yeah.
And at the time, I'm not even gonna lie, I could relate to the brother. What does he used to say? I'm a fat, black, and ugly. You know, I was a little chubby nigga on the scene. Excuse me. Pardon me, as he said.
Yo, man,
on Party and BS. That was me. You know what I'm saying?
So you felt that?
Yeah. Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
That hit home.
Yeah, big time. I can relate. Big time.
All right, no, that's important. That's important. All right, so Mook, who you voting for? What's your input?
Oh man, I honestly I can't give an answer of those three right there. I don't know. Y'all might hate me. I mean, or y'all might not agree with me that I need to give like a pick, but it's kind of impossible for me. You know, I have different moods, and those three are my top three. You know, ever since I don't know if Jay-Z just put that kind of like that stigma in my head where he said Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas, but that's all factual, you know?
Yeah, I think him proclaiming it obviously made it come to fruition, kind of. If people weren't thinking that before he said it, then after he said it, that's all anyone could debate about.
Yeah, true.
Exactly.
True.
But you have no vote.
I know. I don't have no vote. I don't have no vote right now. You know,
right.
I mean, I'm gonna keep my vote. I'm gonna keep my vote till it's the right time.
So to play devil's advocate, I'll put my vote to Jigga. I'll put my vote to Jay-Z. I think Jay-Z is just like on a whole different level when it comes to rap, when it comes to hip hop, when it comes to culture, when it comes to humanity. I think he's made history in so many various ways. Like he's a modern day hero almost, and that doesn't even have much to do with the music. But as a rapper, I think he's like beyond dope, and he's proven that time and time again, and even over a span of probably 20 years or so, he still delivers. And I don't think he's ever delivered like a super whack verse, or some people say he delivered subpar projects, and we'll debate that later. But his whack albums are better than people's whole discography.
Yeah, true.
So I'm gonna put my vote. True. I'm gonna put my vote with Jigga.
Yeah.
So we got one for Nas, one for Big, and one for Jigga.
Right.
Yeah. So you're the deciding vote. So as we debate, hopefully by the end of the debate, you can formulate a decision and you'll break the tie, and then we'll actually have a winner for our first show.
Word.
You know why, fellas? Because right now we're debating who's the best, but you know you can have maybe differentiating opinion on who's the best, who's your favorite,
or
who's the best at this particular aspect.
The show comes with like a waiver or a warning. Like this is all opinion based.
Yeah, exactly.
This is all for argumentative purposes. Like everyone listening has an opinion, and they may agree with some stuff we say, and they may not agree, and hopefully they'll interact, hopefully they'll comment and come back at us and let us know what they think, because everything we say here is just dependent on you, and it's also dependent on the day and your mood, like you said earlier. And I feel you, because this happens to me. It all depends on your mood. And I told VS this in the past. When I'm kind of like broke or like unable financially, I feel Nas a little more. You feel me? But then when I'm balling, when I got some money to spend, I listen to some more Jigga. You feel me? I feel more like Jay-Z. So it depends. You know, it's a lot of factors. But one thing we need to determine, or the first thing we need to determine, is the best MC. All right, so why? Why does that MC get your vote? Just on an MC level, like just on a musical rap level.
Yeah.
Because my vote's going to Jay-Z, because just listen to Reasonable Doubt. Like, you can listen to that now, and it's still filled with jewels, and the production's still tight, and it doesn't sound dated. You know, to someone that was hearing that for the first time today, they'll probably be like, wow, you know, that's some real knowledge he's dropping.
Yeah. I mean, the thing about it not being dated is true. It does have a more polished sound, because my vote obviously was for Nas, and you listen to his first project, like you said, it is straight out of 90s New York. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it was
it's
straight
more gutter.
It was straight out of 1993 New York, Queensbridge. You understand? And you could tell that from the very beginning, of Genesis. You understand? The sample that they use, the clip that they use, you know, from Wild Style and everything.
Wild Style.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's all. Yeah. That's all the origins of hip hop. That's all New York hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So
that's Boogie Down hip hop, and he's from Queens, and he still pay homage and show love.
Yeah,
you know.
But that's the whole point. It's all like Burns just said. It's all you could tell where it's from, the period when it comes from, and everything. It does sound dated, but still everything that he spit in there was incredible.
I think that's like a whole different argument within the original argument. Who has the better debut album? Because, I mean, obviously, look at Ready to Die.
Ready to Die is another example.
Classic, all three are classics, basically.
Yeah.
No,
don't sleep on Reasonable Doubt.
Right, but listen, in my opinion, I feel even with reasonable doubt, Jay-Z, it was Biggie that brought that flashy Playboy, flossy, pop champagne, and look at your man Jay-Z. He piggybacked off that.
Oh, so you think Jigga was on a different tone before he actually fucked with Big?
Of course, he was
influenced
that fast rap style. That his whole
before,
everything was
after
different.
that, he had already done like In My Lifetime.
Yeah, okay.
He had done the remix
Before
the album dropped. Dead Presidents was out.
Yeah, the first time I saw Jay-Z, he was already balling.
Yeah, so I don't think.
I think it was In My Lifetime.
Yeah, okay, right. That they did, they shot the video in the yard. He had the chicks and popping champagne.
I think
all
it was
that,
just Brooklyn cats doing what they do. Or
but I kind of understand what Black is saying because at that time, by that point, Big was already flossing and shit, and he was rocking the Versace suits and shit, and nobody was really on that. Everybody was still on the fatigues and shit. At that point, nobody was really fucking with the Versace.
Right.
But I don't think Big was already doing that. Like when album 1 dropped?
No. Right after that, though. Hell yeah. When he got money. Yeah.
But that would have taken at least a year.
Like 96,
yeah, but when Jigga...
But listen, if you look at the video Juicy, you could just see, though Big wasn't like rich at the time, but he was already popping champagne and having the girls by the pool and all that.
That's any rapper had that.
Yeah, but
he didn't originate champagne. Listen,
at the time, like
partying,
like VSOP said, everybody was on that gritty, grimy, fatigues.
Fatigues.
If anything, you could say Biggie stole that from Death Row because they was already doing that on the West. Look at G Thing video when they was popping champagne and they had a bunch of bitches by the pool.
Nah, that was thugged out.
Yeah, that wasn't no.
G-Thing wasn't on no champagne.
What video they had with the pools? Am I high?
Yeah, you wilding right now.
Yeah, what you talking about right now?
that was Juicy, stupid.
Oh no! Am I thinking already when it was Tupac? Would I Get Around? Yeah. My bad.
Yeah, I Get Around, and you could argue I Get Around came out before all that.
Yeah, but he wasn't.
Oh, all right. So did I Get Around come out before that?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. So I was right. I had a valid point.
Down with Death Row yet.
Right,
all right, it wasn't Death Row, but all right. So look at Rump Shaker.
Yeah.
Look at Rump Shaker. That came out in what, 93, and that was a bunch of girls
that
by the
flossy
pool.
Playboy, I'm a Don. None of that. None of that.
But Big wasn't talking that on the first album.
Brother.
Nah, he really wasn't. Yeah. I mean,
that was second album.
On that one
the
song.
The first album he came out, he was still grimy. Juicy, he was still grimy. He had champagne, but look at what he was wearing. Like, he wasn't Versace'd out yet.
But look at Big Papa. Look at the video Big Papa. One more chance.
I feel what Black is trying to say. Getting back to
hell
Black
yeah. By that time, it was already over for the fatigues and all that shit.
Maybe.
Getting back to what Black was trying to say.
He's right. Black is right. Black is right. I got to give it to Black on that.
Getting back to what he was trying to say about.
You think Jigga stole that?
I'm not. He stole
that's
it,
his
but
man. But
he
embraced it.
He definitely emulated it.
Yeah. Iceberg Slim.
Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. We hear you definitely.
Yeah. I was gonna say, getting back to what Black was trying to say about Jay-Z maybe emulating Big. It doesn't make a difference in my opinion because if you come out and you come out fresh. You come out spitting what you spitting, whether or not you sound similar to that person, you're still going to get that platform. But when I first saw Jay-Z, I knew that he wasn't bullshitting. I was like, who's this skinny cat with the glasses? And by the end of the video, I was already sold. I was like, nah, this guy's the man. Remember
that's a whole...
at the end,
Yeah, and that's a whole different thing, too, because Jigga came in with money.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
Big came in broke,
Yeah, because Big was doing it big, but you could tell he was doing it big on some. He already blew up with Puffy.
Yeah.
He came out. Nobody knew who this cat was, and he put himself on.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, him and Dame.
Well, that's a whole different. Yeah, that's a whole different point, right?
Anyway,
there.
we're going off. Here.
All right.
We need to let's reel it back in, fellas.
We want to go back to MC.
Let's reel it back in.
I don't know. I still think Jigga is just better at putting the words together.
Yeah.
Even on tracks with Big, what is it? Young OGs. I like Jigga's verse on Brooklyn's Finest. I like Jigga's verse.
Of course.
Are you crazy?
Yeah, there you go.
No way.
Yeah.
But that's not me knocking Biggie's verses or Puff on Young OGs. They're also fire. I just prefer The Jigga verse.
Yeah.
Now,
You
damn.
prefer his style, yeah. But no way he was better than Biggie on that verse.
As far as-
on that track.
As far as
On
young
that track,
OGs
no
though,
way.
to Biggie's to Biggie's defense, this is a verse that was circulating mixtapes back in '96 that I remember. So it wasn't even part of Biggie's grown up '97 catalog. So you can't even say all of that.
Yo,
Yo,
he's gonna have an excuse.
but carry on.
No. But not for nothing. Let me clear the air here. You are 100% right. Jigga's verse on that song was better, but it was something.
No way.
Listen. All right, but this
No
is
way.
all right. Let me finish though. You're not letting me finish.
No track that they did together was his verse better.
Thank you.
On Young G, on
nah,
I Love the Dough,
that young-
or on Brooklyn's Fire.
that young
Thank
OG
you.
shit.
Oh, I love the dough.
No way. Biggie's voice is too commanding and his flow is too
Thank
much
you.
of a presence.
Nah,
Nah,
but the
nah.
contrast of it.
Nah, yeah. Yo, let me tell you. I'll
the
tell you like this.
smoothness of it
No,
is what makes
What
it dope.
but what Black stated is 100% right. You're
Which is-
going against a brand new verse that
Right.
Jigga probably, or obviously he says he don't write, so he just came up with it right off rip as something compared to that fucking was circulating around for how many years already.
You feel me?
You know what I mean? That I will give the disadvantage to Big, but the verse was better. Like Jigga's verse was way better.
Nah,
Yeah,
no way.
I-
It
I
complements
It
each
was
other,
yo.
but
It even
there's
put
no
it this
way
way.
it's
It
better.
almost seems like the beat was catered for him and not for Big or Puff or none of them niggas. It seemed like a Jigga song.
And then listen, Brooklyn's finest.
No.
Hell yeah!
Listen.
At least in my opinion. That's my opinion, man.
No.
That's my opinion, my brother.
No.
You know what I mean?
He ripped it. They all ripped it.
It even
but
sounds
come
like
on,
more
man.
polished. Like his verse sounds more polished than all the other verses on that song. Listen to it again.
No.
Listen to the clarity in the voice and everything, bro.
Let's play it. I wish we could play it right now. We should play it right now. Play it.
I'm
snippet,
telling
man.
you, bro.
But
Joe, we
listen.
got a point. Birds,
But I'm saying,
Nah,
I'm
Birds
just
got a
saying,
point, yo.
Brooklyn's finest though is no debate, you know, because if you debating that, then I don't know what Brooklyn's finest you were listening to, you know.
Oh, Brooklyn's
that-
finest is
that-
yeah. That one is actually more debatable. That one is
I-
definitely more.
I'm just
debatable.
saying, Big murdered it.
They both murdered it.
Okay, but I mean, you know,
Same
Neither
thing with I
killed
Love
the
the Dough.
other.
Same thing with I Love the Dough.
Right,
Big.
same thing. I agree.
Yeah, same thing with Big
You
Mama
can't
thing
eclipse
too.
him.
you're right.
But that's what I mean. It's about personal preference. So I'm telling you what I prefer.
Right.
That's why he gets my vote.
Yeah.
All right, so you say Jay-Z is the best with the wordplay in your opinion. To me, in my opinion, nobody's better with the wordplay than Nas.
That's what I was.
You know what I
gonna
mean?
say.
He does something with wordplay that not a normal rapper does. You know, I haven't heard too many people do it. Maybe Slim Shady, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
with the wordplay, or maybe like who else? I wouldn't compare too many people, you know. And Nas just
Pun.
he finds a way to eclipse
Pun's
people as
wordplay.
well. Because you can easily say his verses on tracks with Jay-Z might be better, you know.
Well, they
Like
only
the
got
two
like what,
tracks that
2
he
or
has
3
with
tracks?
Jay-Z. They got 2 tracks
Who?
that I remember that I know.
Nas
Yeah,
and Jay Z.
Black
Black
Republican.
Republican and what else?
And what's
Success.
success? Success. Yeah.
I think on Success,
Success,
I think Nas got him. I like the Nas verse on Success. I don't even really remember the Jay-Z verse, to be honest.
Yeah, that's
I remember
true.
the
Hell
Nas
yeah.
verse that he
Yeah.
talks about like entering the lion's den and your
Yeah.
enemies want to be your best friend. Like I remember little lines.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So to me that would indicate that he won it because I don't remember shit Jay-Z said.
Nah,
on
yeah,
that
but
song.
on the Black
He just
Republicans,
something about
though,
these
on the Black,
these rappers couldn't watch my socks. Something like that.
I don't even remember.
yeah, on the Black
I remember
Republicans
that.
though,
I
I think
remember
Jigga
that.
killed Nas though.
See the Black Republicans, I don't remember either verse.
Oh,
Nah.
I remember that. Tough track.
Yeah.
I think
tough track.
think
So who
Jigga
you
killed
think
Nas.
who you think came out
No
the
way. I
victim?
think he rips it, but he doesn't kill Nas.
You know
Yeah.
what? But their verses
What'd you-
were so
what'd you say,
different
Birds?
because
Birds,
Jay
what'd
was
you say?
talking about
I'm asking who he thinks won.
or better yet, Nas was talking that more militant political on Black Republican, where Jay-Z was the opposite. I can't even call it, to be honest. I think they both.
I think
Killed
Yeah, he said something that he got a flat in London or something. Google Nas, something. Yo, he rips it, bro. He rips it, man.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't
Jigga kills
remember that little Google Nas that you just said. That kind of sparked like a little memory, but I remember that track just being disappointing.
Nah,
Yeah.
For the
Really?
Yeah.
anticipation of
Yeah.
it, considering that was their first track
Yeah,
together.
exactly.
I
Post
just
beef and
remember
all
it not
that.
being-
Yeah.
I remember it not being like as amazing as I thought it would have been.
LES did the
You
beat
know
too.
what?
I think when
What'd you
they
think of the
came out with
production on the beat?
Success,
What'd you think of the production on the beat?
I think it was a dope beat.
I'm talking
You know
about
what?
Black
I'm
Republican.
gonna say something. Y'all gonna get mad right now. I prefer the Jewels and Lil Wayne Black Republicans.
Oh yeah, slap yourself.
Not even bring those people into this time.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, what nigga slap yourself?
Let yourself
Nah,
out.
for real.
Yo, if you're gonna talk that shit, you know what I like better? The shit that
Here we go.
Avion Crockett did, and that other funny ass nigga that they both imitated Jewels and fucking
Oh,
Lil
yeah.
Wayne.
That one was good.
That shit was better than all them shits
Yeah,
put
the
together.
No,
spoof
but
was-
for real, I remember Wayne and Jewel's version more. Like I remember listening
Nah,
to it more.
man.
I remember preferring it.
Slap
That was
yourself.
just that I can't feel my face flows. And you was like, oh,
Yeah.
mixtape.
Yeah,
but
that was
come
right
on,
around
man.
that time frame.
Don't disrespect Too Great, man.
Nah, but you see,
that's
that's the thing. You can't take everything I say as me trying to like shoot niggas down. Like I'm just they were cool. They were nah, I'm lying. That shit was disappointing.
What? Oh, Black
That fucking
Republic.
song was disappointing.
But
I was
I
waiting
disagree.
for
You didn't answer my
it
question,
didn't-
though.
it
I
didn't hit.
disagree.
Matter of fact, they haven't put out a dope song together. Like
You gotta take it for what it is, though. Like these are two cats that used to beef, so
Right.
their tracks are not gonna be like genuine 100. Like
That's
if
what I mean.
Big did a track with Jay-Z, or if Nas did a track with AZ. You feel me? It's
Well,
like
that's
they-
what I
they
mean. The
competing.
track itself sounds
They competing.
awkward. It sounds like
it's
that.
a
It
little
sounds
awkward.
like that.
Yeah, but to me, it's dope because it's like, oh
Sounds
my god,
forced.
it's more mixtape worthy. It's
Yeah.
more mixtape worthy because they don't even really have hooks.
It doesn't sound organic. Yeah, it doesn't sound like they were having fun.
I like it though. I
like
yo,
it too.
that goes down in history books, bro.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like it
but-
better than Nas going on stage with Jay-Z. Like I thought that was like, nah.
You know what? I
All
thought
right,
I thought
fellas.
that was a dope moment, but
It was, but come on.
it kind of felt like Jay-Z was sunning him.
Not really.
I don't know.
Not
I don't know.
really.
I thought it was
Just-
dope, but I thought it was weird at the same time. But speaking on that
It was weird.
subject, right? Speaking on that subject, who do y'all think won that battle when it went down?
Nas.
Oh,
Everybody's gonna say
I ain't
Nas.
even gotta
Nas.
think twice.
Nas
about
won
that.
at the time. Nas.
Yeah.
Hey, although wait,
y'all
time out.
gonna get mad at me. Y'all gonna get mad at me. But yo, I know the consensus is that Nas
Yeah,
won.
yeah.
But yo, I think Jay-Z smoked them, yo.
I'll be honest though. I'm gonna say something before Burns says something though. Yo, when he came to my crib and he showed me Takeover, I was like, yo, what is Nas gonna say, yo? Like, I was shocked, yo. I remember when he brought it to my crib. This nigga, I don't know how he got to my crib because I don't know if you were driving at the time or not. Yo, this nigga's like, yo, you gotta hear this song. Nigga brought it to my house. When I heard that, I was like, it's over.
I think that was on a.
That song was
I
crazy.
think-
That
Yo,
song was crazy.
To go full circle, Black, I think that song was on the mixtape of K Slay that we were talking about the other day. That
It
got the
starts off
PD
with
Pablo.
him freestyling at Summer Jam. You're right. You're right. You're jogging memories. You're right. That's how it starts.
Yo, but now you know what, Mook, I agree with you, bro. I think Jay-Z won that. I think
Yeah, man.
at the time that it occurred, I think the shock value of it pushed it to Nas kind of winning. But if you listen to it now, like Ether is not that dope of a song, and he's not really dropping no facts. It's more like he's throwing insults. He's throwing jabs.
You know
and
what
shit.
it is? That to that point, nobody had really dropped a diss track to that magnitude where it's so direct. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
just a sample, fuck Jay-Z. It's like, oh shit, like, he's gonna go in.
Yeah,
like, you know, like,
yeah.
it was like WrestleMania, like, or like a fight night. Like, they was announcing that shit. Like, all right, in this corner, we got Nasir Jones and fuck Jay-Z. So, I love that song. I listen to it to this day. But people sleep on Super Ugly. You know what I mean?
Yo, but
Like,
Super
they
Ugly was
didn't
trash
even-
though.
Nah, but you know what? I don't
Dog.
even.
You know what
I'm
it
not
is?
even
It had
comparing Ether to Super
No,
Ugly. I'm still comparing
I know
Ether to
people
Takeover.
compare Takeover. Yeah, I know people compare Takeover, and they always bring that, and it's like, nah, you can't really do that because it was more like levels. You know what I mean? Like, you win a battle because you pull out the stop on the next one, and then the next one.
Alright,
so
but-
it was on Jay-Z to drop a track, not a mixtape song.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was on him to do a fucking fuck Nas track. but he didn't. He had already done the takeover.
Well, that's
to me, the takeover was just like him riling the game up. Like, yo, I'm fucking gonna go at Mahdi, I'm gonna go at Nas, and I'm gonna go at whoever. And that's what kind of he lost traction, you know?
Well, you know what it is? When you say that, in regards to Takeover versus Ether, to me, Jay-Z won. I fucked up. That wasn't my point. My point was that, damn, I'm forgetting my point.
So Ether was dope, and then Jay-Z
At the
dropped.
time.
Oh, no, I got it. Look.
Go ahead.
The battle, Nas had won already lyrically with Ether at the time.
Yes.
But
Yes.
Jay-Z lost in responding with Super Ugly, because to me he had already won with Takeover, so Nas's response didn't really beat his.
Yeah.
But he was so offended by it,
Yeah,
or he
yeah.
felt so disrespected by it, that he felt he had to put something out.
Yeah,
so
and
he
he put
rushed
anything
and put
out.
something
Yeah.
out,
And he put
it
something
was
subpar
subpar,
out,
and it was
yeah.
actually kind of
Yeah.
emotional, because if you
Exactly.
notice, he was out of character. So he
But
kind
it
of
had- it
lost
had more- it
the
had a lot
battle
of
in
meaning
that
behind it.
sense.
In Super Ugly, it has a lot of meaning behind it. People don't know. He did the whole Godfather sample, and you know he flipped the beat from "Got Yourself a Gun" to the Super Ugly. You know, so he really, this is Nas, but you got to compare that one to the first track that Nas is Jigga on, which was the that DJ Clue freestyle.
Oh, the one where he talks about is it H to the Izzo, that one?
Nah, the one that he's like, you walking around town with your tail between your legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still Maddox, still an eye for an eye. You want to be God.
Yeah.
You're just the next rapper to die
Fucking
fucking
with
with Nas. Yeah,
yeah.
I think that was called.
Right.
I think that was called H to the Izzo, some shit.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
nah,
okay,
you
okay,
can't
my
compare
bad.
Ether to that, because then it's out of
No,
chronological
not
order.
Ether. You
Yeah,
gotta
exactly.
compare
Yeah,
Super
yeah.
Ugly
You're
to
going
that.
off. Yeah,
You
yeah.
got to compare Super Ugly to that. Super
But-
Ugly.
I
gotta
don't
go
compare
against
Super
But yo,
Ugly to anything.
yeah, I don't
have,
either,
have
man.
y'all ever taken the time to think about that? Once
You have to, because that's two tracks. It was his freestyle and his track against Jay-Z's freestyle and his track. You feel me?
Yeah.
So to me, I give it more to Jay-Z, because he did some, like, he hit him below the belt. Kind of like, you know.
yeah, that's what I
everybody-
mean. That he got out of character.
Yeah, but
I
that's
feel-
how you could tell it was emotional.
You know what? I feel Jay-Z
Exactly, it
lost
was-
for the simple reason that he out of fear and being scared dropped Super Ugly, because he saw what Nas did to him with Ether. He ethered him, and that was that.
Well, I don't
man.
think it was. I don't think it was fear.
That's
I think
it.
it was more like he was genuinely insulted. Like, he couldn't believe that Nas had come back after what he said about him, and probably what he thought about him. You know, he thought he was like down for the count.
Yeah.
So that shit had to have shocked them.
Dude made up that adjective, like he ethered him. Like,
Oh
everything
yeah.
that
That's
after that
that's
song.
another reason people say Nas won, because he goes
created
down
it,
in
yeah.
hip hop history. Yeah,
Yeah, he basically
Renee.
created
that
he
shit.
created another terminology for basically
Fact.
getting
And
ether.
yo, everybody had counted Nas out for,
But
you
it's
know,
still
counted him out.
still false, because he fucking lost.
Not at all.
Yo, fellas, I don't mean to interrupt, but breaking news, a sports update. Tiger Woods has just won the 2019 Masters.
Ooh,
Damn,
nice.
Y'all interested in that at all?
Yeah, that's
You
dope
know,
though.
big.
That's dope. That's
To
dope.
me, it's-
That's
it's
history.
It's history.
That's
That's
history.
big.
That's history.
He's moving one
Fact.
more closer to this guy.
nice.
Jack Nicklaus.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, man. Crazy.
Salute.
Wow.
So, yeah, man. I don't know. I like more what Jay-Z did, but come on, it goes to Nas, because Nas is the god, you know?
Nah, I don't know, man. I still think Takeover. And remember, Takeover is only one verse to Nas.
Yeah.
And
There's
Nas came back with a full 4-minute reply.
Cause he went at Prodigy too.
Yeah, so it's like, even then it's
Yeah.
not a fair fight, and I think
Takeover
Jay-Z
was
still
crazy.
got him.
Yeah, and the
That's
beef
what
for
I'm saying.
Takeover was
That's-
insane, yo. Kanye destroyed that
That's
beat.
what I
yo.
mean, Bundy. That is not really fair, because it was two different kind of, like, you know, he went at him with this, and then he came back with that. So it wasn't really, you can't compare the two. But at the end, like, Jay-Z got that last shot in, and even though people don't give it up to him, it's like he won. It's like Nas won by decision, because he was like,
Like
got
he
the
got a
love
low blow or
of
some shit?
everyone. Yeah, but we know technically it should have gone to Jay-Z.
Nah, brother. Technically, it shouldn't have gone to him.
I'll tell you the truth. I'll say it like this. Like I was saying before, at the time, yes, Nas fucking ethered him. He did at the time. Now, if you compare both songs, how they aged from then to now, yo, Takeover aged 100 times better than Ether. Ether just didn't age well.
That sample is crazy, man.
Ether didn't age well. It just didn't age well. It's a decent song, but it's not.
A diss track.
Yes,
the Takeover isn't. The Takeover is not a diss track.
It is a diss track technically, yes, but it is a song.
Really
like it's a good song.
It's not like a diss track like Beanie Sigel to Jada Kiss.
Takeover, I think was just Takeover.
Or Cannabis second round knockout. Those are diss tracks.
Yeah.
The Takeover is like the Takeover, nigga. Like the Takeover, like.
Well, nah, because he calls him out by name.
Yeah, he throws direct.
It's not a diss track.
Nah, it's a diss track.
It's a diss track.
It's an album track.
It's a diss track.
Nah, it's still a diss track. Yo, my man, if you bring up greatest diss tracks of all time, they're gonna tell one of the tracks mentioned is gonna be the Takeover.
Of course, they're gonna count it.
All right. So a little bit.
Listen to what I'm telling you. It's not a diss track because it's not geared to one artist. He dissed everyone on that shit. You know what I mean?
He went at Prodigy. He went at
exactly.
He but he called him out by name. That doesn't not make it a diss track.
Yeah,
that just makes it a mega diss track.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because he went at multiple.
Okay. All right, y'all won this argument. I'm not gonna win it, but I'm just trying to let you know. All right. But it's not like he went in the studio with intentions of being like, "Yo, we're in a battle, and I'm gonna get at this."
All right, so just to get.
Yes, I think exactly that was the intent.
Yeah, I don't understand how you don't see that.
Yeah, dog, come on, that was the exact intent. What do you think, Jake is gonna? I'm gonna play nice with these guys. Yeah, the breakover, the takes over. That's playing nice, my nigga. Get the fuck out of here, bro. He was going at them niggas.
Nasty.
But all right, so
me. Jay Hova.
So you say Hova won? You vote Hova won the battle?
Yeah, in my opinion, he won the battle.
And you vote Nas, Black?
Yeah, I say Nas won that.
I say Nas too.
Yeah, you say Nas?
I say Nas because
and I say Hova, so we're still like not getting anywhere.
Yeah, we're not getting anywhere. Damn.
All right, so from there, let's go. We went album. All right, we said first album, and we couldn't agree on shit.
Mm-hmm.
We can go to second album because that's a little easier because a lot of people say that Jay-Z's second album was subpar. And really, damn, you can't even fuck with Life After Death. Like, damn, that's not even...
Hell no.
That's not even fair.
Yeah, I think you...
but it was written. It was written. It was up there, though.
Yeah, but...
It was written as a good album.
Nah. Not a good album. It is a great album.
All right, even if it's a great album. All right, it was written as a great album.
One of the greatest albums.
But it's not fucking with Life After Death.
Yeah, not at all.
Nah, I know that. Everybody knows.
And I'll let you choose disc 1 or disc 2, VSOP.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
you ain't fucking with either of the discs.
No, I understand that. I get it. I understand.
That one's not a fair argument.
Yeah, that is all right.
But you got to put it against each disc. Like, hey, is it better than this one?
I'm gonna sound like the wild dickhead right now. I'm gonna sound like the wild dickhead.
Nah, even then.
Nah, either this. Choose one. It's still not better.
I'm gonna sound like the wild dickhead, but let's move on to album 3. You're out there, Black.
No, sir, because technically, Life After Death is 2 albums, so it still counts as a disc 3.
That's not funny. That's not funny.
Yeah,
I know.
So I'm still repping big. Don't worry about it. We in here. We good.
R.I.P.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
We in here.
So I remember when I got the phone call. They were like, turn on the TV. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? I was out the night before, and I turned on the TV, and that shit came on the news. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, yo,
I remember that too.
Horrible,
I think I called Black.
I remember. Put it this way.
I remember.
I was on my way back. From VA because I went out to visit people out in VA and shit, and I had a Walkman on. And I tuned in. Once I got in frequency close enough on the train, close enough to fucking New York, it tuned into Hot 97, and that's when I heard it. I was like, it was on March 9th. I was coming in the afternoon, and I heard. I was like, yo, they killed Big?
Yeah, it's crazy. When M. Burns called me to tell me,
with these niggas, yo?
He's telling me, yo, you'll never guess who got killed.
They killed them Saturday night into
Sunday morning. And I would have never guessed it was Biggie. I would have thought it was anybody else except him, man.
Yeah, shout out to Cindy because Cindy called me and put me on Sunday morning. I remember I was knocked out. And
word up.
Mook, you remember Cindy? I think you remember Cindy.
Yeah, she was cool, man.
Cindy. Yeah.
I
remember Cindy.
I met Redman with Cindy. I was with Cindy chilling downtown, and I met Redman.
Yeah, shout out to Cindy. Yeah, she was the one that put me on. And yeah, that was a terrible day. So I don't even want to
Definitely.
stay. I don't even want to stay there long. Because that is actually what eliminates or kind of diminishes Big from other arguments. Because I want to get into longevity. And due to, the unfortunate tragedy, Big doesn't really have like too much in that argument. Although his music that he put out, the limited quantity that he put out while he was alive, rest in peace,
Was stellar.
it's still here today. Obviously it still gets a lot
Very
of
relevant.
burn, yeah.
Yep.
But as far as career-wise, we never got to see the evolution, or we never got to see if, I know y'all not going to agree, but if he ever would have fell off, we never got to see what he would have become, So in the longevity, in the longevity argument, Nas and Jay are kind of equal to me. Yeah. But although I got to go with Nas, to be honest. I think 444 was kind of a ripoff of Nas's Life is Good.
I said that.
Life is Good.
That. Hell yeah.
No, it was real original though. Like Life is Good had a vibe, and so did 444. I like the album. I'm not. No.
Hold on. I don't want my words to be misconstrued.
No. Yeah.
I fucking love 444.
Yeah, this nigga's the
I actually love
444
more than I love Life is Good, and I love Life is Good.
Yeah.
But I think
that title
Jay-Z
got meaning to me. That 444 title is
that's your favorite number.
Yeah.
Yeah, but come on, Life is Good. Come on, everybody wants their life to be good.
I think Jay heard what Nas was doing with Life is Good, and sort of the subject matter that he was going towards, and talking about his daughters and talking about just kind of maturing and his marriage and how it failed, and he was talking to his ex-wife, and I think that a lot of the credit Jay-Z got for the album he put out, Nas should have got, because he put out the same album a year or two before, or even maybe 3 before.
Yeah.
Basically the same album. Basically.
Yeah, but Nas is known to leave his feelings on a track, though. That's what makes him so different. You know what I mean? He's known to leave feelings on track, not as more so than other rappers. You know what I'm saying? He's very emotional in that sense.
So who do you think has more longevity?
Nas and
More longevity,
or is it equal because they're both still out and they're putting music out? Maybe it's just equal, right?
You know what you could argue? That you would say, all right, so Biggie didn't get the chance to fall off, and we don't know if he would have. I don't think he would have, just because his choices always were better than the last. You know what I mean?
And, there's a bad Biggie One More Chance joke in there somewhere, but I'm not gonna try to find it.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Find that.
What I mean is, I can listen. For example, there's a tape that I stole from you. Matter of fact, Burns.
The
best of Biggie. The best of Biggie.
And what'd you hear?
Give it back.
That's already. It's already part of my catalog.
Oh damn.
And it's a tape. It's
is that the Mr. C Best of Biggie?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's
what's on it?
120. It has so much on it. It's not even funny. It has everything. All Biggie's underground.
Right.
All of Biggie's pre Ready to Die material. It has stuff from Life After Death and stuff from Ready to Die, but it's more underground and it's real gritty and grimy. And it's like this guy was so insane with it that I think his material, regardless if he's haven't been here so long, it still to this day bangs more than anything that you could compare maybe with these two other rappers, Nas and Jay-Z, because you could be like, hey, listen, I want to listen to Nas right now, and you be in that grimy state of mind, and then you listen to Jay-Z, hey, I'm a player, I want to listen to some player shit. But when you listen to Big, it's like a different wave altogether. I don't know how to explain it.
Right.
Like, he has songs that are bigger than life.
Exactly.
Like the first time I heard Juicy, I thought it was Heavy D. I didn't know who Big was. I heard his voice. I'm like, this is Heavy D, and I'm like, this can't be Heavy D. Like this song is too crazy. Like Juicy was. It was otherworldly to me. Yeah, man.
What'd you say?
Yo, his voice.
But you hadn't heard him before on the Who's the Man though? On Party and BS?
No, I don't remember Party and Bullshit. I remember the first time I heard Biggie.
You don't remember Party and Bullshit on a First Class mixtape?
Yeah, exactly. It was on the First Class. Why how do you not remember that?
Or even on the Mary
Yeah,
J. Blige, that Look Up in the Sky, It's a Bird, It's a Plane. You don't remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that, but what I'm trying to say is that when I first recognized Big, like, this is the Notorious B.I.G. was that song.
Oh,
Regardless
okay.
if I heard those other ones before,
Right.
it was like, you know, this is, and he says Heavy D in the song. So I'm like, that's not, but that, it sounds like Heavy D because he's big, obviously, and got that deep voice. But like, this is not Heavy D. He's not, you know, all like jazzy and stuff. He sounds a little grimy on Juicy. And even though Juicy was kind of like a commercial song,
It was polished.
it was still, you could hear Biggie come through on it, like his style. And what I'm trying to say with that is that all his songs, to me, are bigger than anything Jay-Z or Nas can put out.
Right.
Even if you put one of Jay-Z's big mega smash hits, then you throw on one that Biggie did and be like, chill, Biggie's way better, man.
Of course.
Biggie's way better.
All right,
man.
but what about the fact that after a while you're going to run out of Biggie and you're still going to have Jay-Z songs to play?
True.
He has enough of a catalog for me as like a being that I don't need anything else.
Exactly.
You know? I don't need anything.
Bloodshot gets it.
That's the
He
whole
gets it.
that's the whole longevity argument.
Yeah,
if you're going
exactly.
just straight battle, like great song for
He
great
has
song, or
longevity.
even song for song, obviously Jay and Nas are going to outnumber Big because they got
I mean-
10 albums plus each under
But
the
who's
belt.
got the better hits?
You got to remember though. I'll be honest though.
that's
Juicy,
the debate.
Juicy is like he's got a huge advantage with Juicy. You understand what I'm saying? That's one of the greatest hip hop songs.
One
of all
More
time.
Chance remix.
Nah,
Yeah,
Juicy
One More
alone, though,
Chance.
Let's
like,
not forget
it
that.
basically encompasses
One More
everything
Chance
that
Let's not
hip
forget
hop is.
Hypnotize.
Of all
You know what
time.
I'm saying? The rags to
One-
riches
One More
story,
Chance.
the sample, the beat, everything.
Let's not forget Hypnotize. I
forget
remember
Hypnotize.
at the prom, me doing my little Biggie dance.
Here we go.
He's the only one that could get me to do that. You heard?
Yeah.
I don't remember
And then
that,
you
but
get
that
the-
must
you
have been
get-
awesome.
That
you
must
got
have
the
been
Get
awesome.
Money remix.
Of course. Get Money or Get Money
But
remix.
you don't think Jay-Z
Yeah.
got songs that hit just as hard to come back?
Yeah, they bang. Yeah, Jay-Z got songs that bang.
Or
where you be
even
like,
Nas,
oh,
you don't
shit.
think if you throw on
Bruh.
a Nas song, if you throw on Juicy and then you throw on I don't know, maybe I Know I Can or something, that's gonna give you a similar vibe, I think.
No.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, but
I Know I
just mean,
Can?
like,
I don't know, I'm just throwing a random
Oh.
happy Nas song out.
Yeah, like,
no.
All right, what's a grimy Biggie song? If you throw on
Give Me the Loot. Ooh.
no, all right, give me the loot, right?
Oof.
All right, and then behind that you throw on New York State of Mind, right? New York State of Mind Part 1.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
not gonna
Yeah, but
that's
that's-
equal.
Okay, that works.
exactly.
That's
That's
why I
hard.
like Nas.
Okay.
That's why I like Nas. And
That's
Nas
what I
got
mean.
more underground,
But I'm not
more
arguing
grimy
that.
shit than that.
What I'm arguing is you talking about like the hits though, bro.
Well,
Yeah,
that those
and
are,
even
to me
Jay-Z
those are
Jay-Z
hits.
got
So
the
if you
hard
go
shit.
hit for hit for hit
Yeah,
for hit,
yeah,
I
yeah.
think they're both gonna beat
Jay-
Big because you're gonna run out of Big.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Jay-Z got some grimy
that's just
shit.
unfortunate.
But what I'm trying
Yeah.
to say is, that Big hits eclipse everything else.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
Nah, I
They
don't think
eclipse
so.
everything else.
I don't think so. I would
Yeah.
have to go through
Yeah.
discographies. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
not denying that he might have bigger hits,
He doesn't have enough.
but not even. Yeah, Jay-Z has big songs.
Yeah, he
Jay-Z
doesn't have
has
enough.
big
Yeah.
songs, and if you're putting them head
I
to
don't know.
head, obviously opinion is gonna be different, but they're gonna be at least equal songs. If you pick a grimy Biggie New York song, each one is gonna have one to match,
Yeah, exactly.
and then you know,
Yeah. But I don't know. It's just something about Big, man. Like I said, he had that era. Like I said, when he was dropping, One More Chance remix. Then Get Money remix. Those are big songs. Like
Big songs.
in my memory, man, 95, 96 was the era, man. And like nobody could fuck with him, bro.
Yep.
Nobody could fuck
all
with
right,
him.
Yep.
all right, but
And-
that doesn't
That doesn't disqualify Jay though. Because
No,
regardless of how
when
many
Jay
summers
when
Jay-Z
Jay
been
when
off
Jay
for.
went on his run when he had Hard Knock Life, all that shit,
Yeah.
yo, that was huge, bro. That's what catapulted
but
him
still.
from regular Jigga on the block to Jigga the superstar, yo.
Right.
Nah,
Then you
I
throw
like,
in the
I like
blueprint.
Jay-Z, like I said, but
I don't know.
Hard Knock Life Volume 2 is his biggest selling CD to date. So
It's like
Yeah.
Nas. If you start getting into Stillmatic and you start getting into Godson, you know, you go later. If you visit the album he did with Damian Marley, like he's got songs.
Yeah.
yeah, he
He's
got
got
great
good
songs. He got
songs.
great songs. But yo, okay, so then boom, bring it back to Big again. Boom, then you got his stuff that's not on album, like the Can't You See with Total,
Right.
The 112, guys. What is this? Sky's the Limit, right?
No, that's on the
Sky's
album.
the
But,
Limit.
he has a
the
song
other
with
one.
112. Yeah.
Only you.
Yeah,
only
the
you.
other remix
Yeah.
with 112.
Yeah, only you.
Yeah, that shit with him and Mace. He got the original remix that he did with Mary J. Like, yo, this man, like, you know, Dreams, Dreams R&B bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Dreams a fucking R&B bitch. Like, this nigga got songs that, hip hop in the 90s was B.I.G., man.
All day.
I think my vote might be swinging right now. I think.
All right, but
vote,
like
man,
you just
tell
said,
the truth.
hip hop in the 90s.
90s, yeah.
We're in 2019, so in
Word.
those 19 or 20 years after, look at everything that Nas and Jay-Z did.
Exactly.
I get it, but for me, the best stuff, well, maybe not the best, but like we fell in love with Nas and Jay-Z for their 90s stuff. You know, all right, okay, they eclipsed what they did in the new millennium.
Right.
They have other albums that were amazing, like Volume 2, Volume 3, The Blueprint, the Black Album, of course.
I didn't even remember the Black Album.
The Black, but I do.
The Black Album got stadium songs. The Black Album has big songs.
According to all this catalog. All my opinions are going towards this catalog.
The Black Album should be disqualified. The Black Album should be disqualified because it was Biggie's idea.
So that's what I mean.
Because it was what?
Because it was Biggie's idea.
Yeah, that's true.
The Black Album?
Yeah.
Man. So his
Influence.
style is influenced by Biggie even to this day. But I still don't, the influence doesn't bother me. But what I'm trying to tell you is that he's, I don't know, man, he was bigger than life. Like,
all right, so
no pun intended, bigger than life.
But then that's going to bleed into the next argument, which would be consistency. And you're going to say because he only had 2 albums, he was 2 for 2, so he's 100%.
Yeah.
Well, you could say it was 3 for 3.
3 for 3.
Life After Death is
a double CD. That
it's a
counts as
double
two.
album.
Niggas with that
It's a
now.
double
I don't
album.
count
dog,
that.
that's-
I'm sorry.
brother,
I don't
that's
count
how
that.
it is.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that either.
It counts as
I
2
counted it as
CDs.
one album.
It counts
bro.
as 2 CDs,
It's
fellas.
but that doesn't mean a third album.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck
How many
outta here.
CDs did he drop? 3. Life After
3.
Death is 2.
Fact.
Oh my god.
Ready to Die is 1.
But those
1
two
plus 3.
is
1
one.
plus 2 is what?
Those 2 is 1. That's like
There's
when 8
2
Ball
and 1.
dropped the triple album. It was 3 CDs, but it's still just one album. It's one project.
Is one project.
Yeah.
One body of work.
The material, it spans a longer, like it spans maybe 2 of Nas's. Because then you can easily say Illmatic is not even an album neither. That's why.
No, it's an album because it's,
album.
a single solitary project. The same
Exactly.
way Nazir is an album,
me, it's like
and it's
an
7
EP.
songs.
It's more like an
EP.
EP. The shit ain't but what, like 30
But
or
it's
40 something minutes?
one project.
Exactly. It's
So
a
Big
cohesive
dropped
project.
2 projects.
It's
I would say he was 3 for 3 if you're saying Little Kim Hardcore that he wrote the whole thing. That's 3 for 3. But
But
as far
so
as
that
Big, he
even
got 2
goes to
albums.
show you how. What I'm trying to say is that if you're saying that, then if it's on, then you can't make the argument about the span since he died that they kept going. You can't
Right.
really make that.
You
span.
can't even.
You gotta
Yep.
you gotta put them in a box. You gotta be like, all right, this catalog for Jay-Z, this catalog for Nas, and this catalog for Biggie. Who's the best? 50 songs.
Right.
Who's the
Oh,
Well,
best?
that's a different. That's
Oh
a
yeah,
different
that's a
take
totally
on
different.
it.
Yeah, that's a totally different argument.
That-
That's the
how you
fairest
put that-
take. That's the fairest take.
That's
You could
the
just
All right,
say.
but if-
Yep.
Exactly.
If we take that take, 50 songs. First of all, I don't know if Big got
Yes,
50
because
songs.
you're also taking away the argument that you could be like, hey, you only the best because he died. Like, no, we saying he's the best because he's the best.
No,
Not
but
because he died.
nah,
That's got
nah.
nothing to do with it.
Right, absolutely.
but I'm not saying
Absolutely.
that either.
That's a totally different
But
argument.
that
right
plays
there.
a part into it as well.
Yeah.
That
Fellas,
definitely,
I got some,
that immortalized.
I got to
him.
disconnect for a minute, fellas. I'm going to call right back in. I got to
Okay.
disconnect. I'll be
All right.
right back.
Yeah,
Thank you, guys.
but
But I disagree with you on that, Money Burns. The fact that the brother died, what all of a sudden people like this music because he passed. Come on, man, cut it
No,
out.
he's now immortalized.
Exactly. He's a
Now
martyr, bro.
He's an icon now.
So you're saying before his death he wasn't already legend status. So
Yes,
people
he
weren't
was,
looking at him.
yes.
As
not
that.
at the level that he was after he died. No,
People,
not at that level.
I'll tell you like this: people that never heard a Biggie song know who Biggie is because he got shot in fucking Los Angeles on that day, not because they know the entire fucking that shit is terrible, yo. You.
All right, you back on?
All right, I'm back, fellas.
All
I'm
right,
back.
cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna be making moves in the background, probably
Okay.
driving and stuff, but I'm gonna stay on as long as possible.
Okay, all right. But
right, so-
what they're
Big shot,
saying,
Ray
what
Cleese,
you just
shit.
missed in the past minute or two is that they feel that he was immortalized and basically only as big as he got because he passed, which I totally disagree with.
Exactly. So that's
Totally
why I'm
disagree.
saying like
Nah,
you
you're
see
twisting
this
my
thing.
words.
Whoa. What were y'all just saying?
You know, this is
I'm
what
saying
I
that his
gotten
death
from
made him
other
bigger.
people. Well, yeah, that's what you're saying. Yeah, his death made him bigger, but let's just box them in. We'll put 50, 50, and 50, and you tell me who's better.
Well,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. I think Jay and Nas are gonna hang right there. I don't think it's gonna be a clear, decisive winner. I think it's still gonna be real neck and neck. If you're picking 50,
Well, the only way to
'cause
do
like I
it is
said,
to really do it.
I don't
The only way to
think-
do it is to really do
I
it
don't-
because you can't even remember songs that they got. You said it yourself. Yo, I didn't even remember the Black Album. You
yeah,
got
well,
to,
that's my
'cause-
whole point.
Yeah,
With
they just
Biggie,
have-
I don't think
My whole
Biggie
point is
got
you're
50
not gonna
songs.
remember
Nah, he
everything
does.
Biggie put out.
He does.
You know what I'm saying? He got 50 songs that
Without a
go
doubt.
head to head with.
All right,
whoever.
but I think again, and I'm not picking a side here. I don't know who would win. I just think it would be close. I don't think it's going to be a sweep for Big.
No, I mean, I just mean in my opinion. Like I said, this is all opinion.
What's that
based.
Jay-Z song? Allow me to reintroduce myself.
Yeah,
I
that's,
love that song. That's
from the
PSA
Black
and,
Album.
public service now.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
from the Black
play
Album.
that song in a fucking stadium, and what Biggie song is rivaling that?
Hypnotized.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
You put on
think so.
Hypnotized, the whole
Yeah.
place is
Yo,
going
let me
crazy.
tell you
Whole
like
place
this.
is gonna shake.
I'm gonna tell you something right
Not
now.
the way that fucking
peep it.
PSA is
No.
gonna shake
I'm gonna
because
tell you like
of the
this.
way it's built.
Peep. I went to a Miguel concert with my daughter. Now, my daughter is 18 years old, so you could peep the demographic. All right? The concert was dope. The concert was amazing. Miguel,
concerts. Anyway, go ahead.
nigga, Miguel is a fucking dope performer. Shut
Anyway,
your
go
fucking
ahead.
face.
Okay.
So anyway,
All right.
so before any artists come out, they got the DJ setting up and he's spinning and shit. He's playing records. Yo, nigga, when Hypnotize came on, everybody that was in attendance was singing the words to it and had their drink in the air and all that. Yo, it was a moment.
All right, but did he play
There you
PSA?
go.
Telling
Huh?
you.
Did he play PSA?
No.
Well, then
There
he
you
was
go.
He
sucking.
didn't
If you would have played PSA, it would have been a bigger moment.
Fuck outta
I'm
here.
sorry,
And
Bird,
Bird-
you're right
and
on
Birds
that
don't
one.
get it, man.
And
You
what's
don't
the
get
other
it.
song where there's like Chan Hova? Hova.
Oh,
What
you're
song
talking
is
That's the
that?
last
yeah,
time that's
yeah,
ever
yeah.
gotten any play at any stadium, bro. Come on now,
Dog.
cut it out,
No,
bro.
that song is dope. That song
Yeah,
is dope.
but tell me,
Uh,
okay, so tell me
They
what's the last
probably
concert
play
you
that
went to
shit
that
at every
they
summer
played that
jam.
shit?
They probably play that shit at every summer jam. When the
Yeah,
DJ
but,
fucking Mr. C does his little old school set or flex or whatever.
All right. Y'all want to hear another argument?
What?
But this really has no bearing.
What?
Really, but listen,
Well,
but
then,
listen.
what's the point?
Go ahead.
Biggie didn't get a chance to rap on Kanye's track or any other producer that came out after he passed away.
Right.
Don't you think that man right there would have done something with a Kanye track or with a Just Blaze track?
Well, that's
Yo.
the shit. We'll never know.
Yeah, we'll never
I mean,
know.
I
And-
assume it would have been dope,
Yes.
but we'll never
Of
fucking
course.
know.
Come on, man. Come on, dog. That's like when Nas first got, not first got together with Premier, but when he got back together with Premier, you knew that he was gonna drop some shit that Nas is like.
Yeah. No, I'm not arguing
Yo.
with you. It probably would have been dope, but we don't know, and we'll never know. I know when Jay-Z got with fucking Kanye and Just Blaze and Premier and Pharrell, he made some fire ass shit. I know some of those songs
Facts.
is gonna bang
Facts.
if you bang them head to head with Big. I know it's gonna be on par.
Facts. But it's just because you I don't know, man. Your opinion of what makes a hit is probably different than what my opinion of what makes a hit.
Well, that's
And-
why I would say let's fucking do it in a stadium.
Yeah, true.
Let's
true.
excuse me.
Do
What?
it if I mean obviously we can't, but if ever we were to do it, let's do it in a stadium where you got fucking 20,000 people, so you're gauging a vast majority of opinions, and you see when the stadium pops harder. And I just think a lot of the songs that you love are album cuts that not everybody has heard.
Yeah.
And Jay-Z has more mainstream hits that people know across the board, across the nation, across the world. And I think if you bang him in a fucking stadium, his shit is gonna be better.
Biggie has a lot of singles that people know.
Because sonically is different. In a stadium, sonically is different. It doesn't matter if it's in a stadium. Play it in a club. Play it in a club.
Play it in a club.
You know, play it in your car.
Jay-Z got way more club songs than Biggie.
Nah, man, you crazy.
Yeah, he do.
You crazy.
He do. Hell yeah, he
man.
do. Hell yeah, he do.
Listen,
songs that aren't technically club songs that you could play in a club, Jay-Z got more.
Yeah.
I don't know what club you be going to, but we're gonna
go to the Ill Club.
The Hood Club. We're gonna put some Biggie on. That place gonna be popping.
You go to Club Joe's.
Why you gotta go to the Hood Club?
But this also goes again. This also goes again to the point where up to a certain
that's not going down in Baja, my
Jay-Z
brother.
got a lot of love in Baja.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
And in the tunnel too. Jay-Z had them.
Biggie,
man.
Biggie, man. You know what I was gonna tell you too.
But hold on. What's sad is
we can play it in the stadium when the Great American Hip Hop Debate. You know, when we blow up, we can take it to the stadium and we do it in the tour.
Yes.
And we had the conversation, you know?
But everybody seems to have forgotten Nas in the 50. So if we're going 50-50, are we doing Nas too? Does Nas have 50?
Because again, you can't take Nas track in a club. You can't put Nas against these two in
All
a
right,
club,
so what about in a stadium?
Not even a stadium, because this style is different.
Hell yeah.
In this imaginary contest, he's just automatically disqualified. He's not participating.
Oh man, that's a good question. It has to be. That's what I'm saying. You can't measure it in terms of a club, or a stadium.
Mookie, fucking Nas got stadium cuts, yo.
I think he might have a couple. I don't think he'll have a lot.
He got a few, but not like Jay-Z.
No, definitely not like Jigga. I agree. I agree. Definitely not like Jigga. But he's got stadium cuts though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right, so longevity. Who had it?
This was tough for me because my mind says Jigga, but my heart says Nas. You know what I'm saying? Like, they both out here still, and they both making music.
I think it's like a tie because they still both still out.
But Jigga
making quality music.
If you go back to the fucking corny adage, who's got more money? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, we're not talking about that.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
longevity wise,
career wise,
I'd have to give it to Jay. He's the more mainstream guy that everybody knows.
Yeah, true. Like, that's the other thing, true. What Black just said, true. Like, if you go to India, there's motherfuckers in India that know who Jigga is. I don't know if there's a lot of motherfuckers that know who Nas is. Even though he is worldwide, though. Like, I'm not going to take that away from Nas. Right. A lot of motherfuckers know who Nas is. But, like, Jigga's out there, though. Jigga's married to fucking Beyonce. And everybody knows him because of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because of that.
Shit.
If they don't know him, they know his wife.
Yep.
And then when they say, oh, yes, you, Beyonce husband, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, his reach is probably further than Nas.
All right, so that takes it to go ahead. Give me your opinion on that, Mook, because then it's gonna take it right into the next subject.
I'm gonna be controversial, and I'm gonna go with Big, and I'm only gonna say that because I don't know had Nas or Jay-Z died in the same time span, would they have as much cultural and as much influence hip hop wise as Big did.
All right.
So his longevity. What I mean is his longevity. I could still listen to his songs to this day, you know, and I would still probably pump Jay-Z and Nas the same way, but not with the same feeling, you know.
Right. Biggie Smalls, he still ring bells. You know, ain't nobody debating that. You know.
All right, so
everybody knows Big.
Yeah.
So, who the fuck is keeping score?
Shit, nobody.
No, I got that. I need to know who's keeping score.
Yeah, we're not doing that at all.
Damn. All right, Black.
That's
Keep
up to the
score.
audience.
Oh no,
That's
your
up to
phone
the
is ticking. All
audience
right,
to keep
BS,
score.
BS. Keep score. Keep score.
All right, what we got?
That's
So-
up to the
So
audience.
go back.
to
So
keep score.
longevity. Jay got 1, right? Black, you give it to Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
VS, who you give it to? Longevity.
Longevity?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Nas.
Nas. All
You
right.
said Nas. Yeah, you said Nas. I said Big.
Big. All right, I go with Jay.
All right, so
Damn,
we
but
got,
did I? No, fuck that. We need to have a winner. Anyway.
Not necessarily. Fuck that.
Yeah. You're right. So
You
after
can make it
longevity,
open-ended, like it's up to you to decide.
well,
who
people
you
gonna
think
feel
is
how
the
they
best,
feel
you know?
regardless. We
Right.
just here talking shit.
Yeah. Exactly.
So with longevity, and then we go to consistency. And y'all think Big or
Oh yeah, 100% Biggie.
because he never fell off?
Right.
Yeah, because he never dropped a song that you were like, damn, what you doing? Like, why? You know, all his songs, no matter the range, whether it was like, you know, up or down, they were all.
And Nas
You
did.
could tell it.
Nas dropped
Yeah.
trash songs. Yeah, he did. Right?
Yeah, he dropped a couple, and Jay-Z too. You know what I mean?
yeah, he did. Jigga definitely dropped some trash.
You think Jay dropped? Yeah,
couple.
he did.
Nah, he definitely dropped trash.
Yeah, on on volume 1.
On Volume
the
1.
second song,
What was
Long
that other
Live Kim,
album
yeah.
that changed
Oh, the
colors?
Blueprint 2.0, the 2.0.
Yeah, the double disc that was
His
that
comeback
had a
album.
whack
What's the name of that shit?
Kingdom
Kingdom
Come.
Come.
That had a lot of good songs though.
It
It had
did,
a
but
couple whack
it also
songs,
I like
though.
Kingdom Come.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
think
that was a
Kingdom
solid
Come got
album.
judged
Yeah, but-
prematurely, and it aged
Incorrectly.
very well. Yeah, I think it aged.
That shit he did with Sean Paul was straight garbage, by the way.
Yeah, that was on
Yeah.
Blueprint too. That was.
All right. But anyway, just wanted to throw that in there. But anyway, yeah, all right, let's keep moving.
Good call out, good call out.
And
No
Nas, Nas got whack songs. All right, so consistency goes to Big,
Goes to Biggie, hands down.
hands down. All right, so then what about cultural impact? Because I think Jay, like, was swaying fucking how people were living at one point, like everything from fashion to what they was drinking to what they was fucking looking to buy, looking to start copping or investing in. If he would mention something.
I agree, but I think Big did that as well.
Yes, no, he did do that as well, Bloodshot, because he had everybody sipping Cristal, fucking Versace, all that shit. Yep.
Yeah,
To this
I
day,
think
you
it
gotta
was
go
big,
get
bro.
some. I got some fly Versace because of Big right now. You know what I
You
mean?
know?
Yeah, all right,
shades.
but Jay-Z is not telling you to go buy Versace. He's telling you to go buy some fucking real estate so you can
Yeah, but-
make money. So that's a
Yeah.
bigger impact to me.
But right, but we're talking about,
But you know-
Jay thinking now versus what he was thinking back then, because back then he was thinking the same thing and co-signing the
Yeah,
same
but
thing.
we're
You know
living
what?
in the
Even-
now.
Okay, but
So
Even-
he's still
even in,
impacting
Big-
culture.
okay, but Biggie's not around to do that. You don't know if Big would have been on that tip
Yeah,
now,
but
bro. He
that's-
could have
that's-
easily been that.
Yeah,
you know?
dog, that's not my fault.
You know what, guys? Even Big beef with Tupac, he influenced us. You know, with the East Coast and West Coast, and his death, he became a martyr. So that was an influence. Like, you still have to include that as well. You know,
Right.
regardless of how he's swaying your life, you to this day you still rock Biggie's shirt. You know, you don't rock Jay-Z's shirt.
Right.
You know, you hardly even rock Rockaware any longer. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but
You're
now
more
you
rock a
now
Biggie
now
t-shirt.
niggas is rocking the paper
You know?
planes. Now niggas is rocking the paper
you
planes.
yourself, you was rocking Coogee. You know what I mean?
He even
You
went to get
remember
it
you was
and got the
rocking
Versace
Coogee?
shades.
I still wear
and
Coogee.
polos and Timbos. You know what I'm saying?
You know?
I went and got a Kango hat because I thought I was fly. You know what I'm
feel me?
saying? Like Biggie got heavy influence, man.
Yeah.
Big time.
I
That's
think
not. I'm not saying he doesn't. I just think Jay-Z has more.
When
Has
you
had
got-
more impact throughout the years on the culture, and just the way shit has went down, and how it's gonna go down, and how it's changing now, and how it's shifting towards ownership, and now he's pushing
I'm gonna
that
tell you
agenda.
this. All right, there's two different lanes. As a rapper, I would say Biggie, but you can easily. You're right. I mean, Jay-Z, he's done a lot of things, and even behind the scenes with rappers and artists that he signed
Right.
to this day that are shining, like a Rihanna or like
He
a
didn't sign her.
Jeezy or like a Rick Ross.
Yeah, that's
You know,
impact. That's all
but
impact.
that's a different lane though. You know, it's not based on his catalog. Like we're arguing about catalog right
Right.
now.
Nah,
about
I'm
about the
arguing
artist.
about cultural impact and how they changed the fucking world. And Jay-Z leads the way.
I get it.
And Nas is second. Big is third in the sense that, like,
he got cut short.
he still gets sampled, and we still hear his songs in commercials.
But listen,
and shit,
if we're gonna be fair,
Yeah, exactly.
and ask the same question, up until 1997, March 9th, 1997, who was the one that had the biggest influence? We don't know who that was.
We're not asking that question.
Okay, but it's not fair to ask it past.
Guys, I'm gonna drop off for 2 seconds. All right.
All right, go
I'm gonna
ahead.
drop off for 2 seconds.
But
but it's but it's not fair to ask that after the fact.
But I mean, Black, I can't change the fact. We survived.
Exactly.
The world didn't end on March 9th.
But up until March 9th, Biggie was the one who had
All right,
us all
cool.
thinking
And now he doesn't. Now
Right.
Big would be third.
Yeah.
But who's to say Biggie wouldn't have been up on the real state and, you know, do this, do that, and all that?
I can't argue that. That's an argument I can't fucking
can't have
partake
that
in, because
argument,
who's to
'cause
say he
he's
wouldn't
dead,
have got hooked on crack, God forbid, and fell off?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. It's a what if situation.
What if he got hooked on lean?
I can tell you he
Fucking-
died. You know, unfortunately, he got taken from us, but Jay kept going and he kept building and he kept getting bigger. Nas kept going and he kept building and he kept getting bigger. Nas had a big impact on hip hop too. I don't even want to disqualify him from.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to disqualify Nas from the conversation, because he had also impact on how the culture shifted at one point.
Hell yeah.
Even now, like with the baby face picture on the album that Lil Wayne started copying, like that's still
Everybody-
impact.
yeah.
A lot of
Everybody
people
copied
did that.
Biggie copied it. You
So
can
he,
argue.
so he had impact too. But I just think
Nigga bit
amongst
off
the
a Nas
three,
shit.
Yeah,
I
but you
just
know
think
what?
amongst the three.
I personally, and maybe you'll say because I'm a big fan, I don't believe Tony Starks was on point saying that Big bit off a Nas with that, because that's a different,
Nigga-
you know.
Nigga bit off a Nas shit.
Yeah.
Well, you know what it is? They was beefing because he was, you know, he was a heavyweight. He was on top of the game.
Right.
And, you know, it's just, it's rap stuff. It's hip hop stuff.
Yeah, you
man.
know, everybody wants to go for the, you know, for the king. Everybody wants the crown.
Yeah.
You know how that
Especially
goes.
they from different boroughs. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
They from different boroughs.
That was just them kind of
Yeah.
interjecting themselves.
Yeah, but that's
Hey,
there
yo,
wasn't no
and-
fight
But
over that.
but it could be argued. I mean, it could be argued. I'm not saying I agree with it, but I mean, someone could look at that and say, yeah, that's kind of biting in some way. But others
A little
have
bit. A little bit.
Other people have
little bit.
outright bitten it and like not giving a fuck and like giving them credit, like, yeah, this is on some Nas shit, you know. So that impacted a lot. And then when he went from Illmatic to It Was Written, and he kind of flipped from the projects to kind of like more the Don shit, you know. Although people will say Biggie did the same shit, and I guess Jay did the same shit. I don't know.
Yeah, they all did
I
the
just
same
kind of
shit.
remember Nas it being more visual.
Yeah.
Cause Nas on the first album, to me he was the most gutter of the three on their first album. So on the second album, when he was more shiny, like I saw it more.
That was more obvious.
His
Yeah,
style.
that's how I
It was
feel.
more realistic. It was more realistic. It was more tangible for us to, for example, be in the Lex, chilling with our homies, maybe take a trip, than to being in a mansion, you know, sipping Cristal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe
It
his
was
shiny
grimy
was like
and
still
tangible.
attainable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yo, funny thing is
I
though,
base a lot of my lifestyle around Nas.
You know
Like,
what funny-
I even
funny thing
growing
is-
up looked like the brother. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
had the same line.
yeah, I
same
remember.
cut.
I remember you,
you know,
trying to
the
get that
fade
Nas
and stuff.
haircut, looking funny. But anyway, yo, just on
You
the
know?
strength, he's the one that caught
looking
the
funny.
most flack. He's the one that caught the most flack for you know, switching up more to that flossy Playboy shit. Because Big and Jay never caught flack for that, but they were clowning him for the pink suit he was
I
rocking in
think
the
he
video.
caught the most flack because
You remember that?
I think because of that,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
of the
yeah.
fact
He
that he
went
came in the
Esco,
most
he went
gutter.
Yeah, he came in with the
Yeah.
Army fatigues and the
Yeah,
Timbs
like
and the
Jay-Z's
fucking,
first videos, well, maybe that super first video, that fucking fast rap shit. But like once he got into In My Lifetime, he wasn't broke no more, or he didn't at least look broke. When Nas first came out with like It Ain't Hard to Tell and Whose World Is This, and yeah, the videos when he was still all in the projects with the hoodies, with the matching jacket, with the fucking the
Right.
Scully with the bill on it. Like he still looked like he was super hood.
Mm-hmm.
Big on
Yeah.
Juicy was hood, but he had come into the money already.
Yeah, money.
Right.
Yeah.
So he was kind of
Yeah.
shiny. Jay was already shiny by his first album. You know, if Ain't No Niggas his first single, the video he's fucking balling.
Yeah.
Nas came in grimy.
Yeah.
So when he switched, it was evident, it was obvious, and that's what people like fucking protested against and didn't like and got mad at.
Yeah, now you Esco, like now you this.
Yeah, because his come up came already in the spotlight, while Jay came up, you know, before he really came out, and Big came up. But you know, by the time he came out, he had some bread, or at least they made it look like he had money.
Yeah.
So then when Nas, you know. But I think he impacted a lot of that shit. I think after him, a lot of more people wanted to be the mafioso and the fucking suit and tie wearing.
And they all had the aliases.
Right,
and all that shit.
I'll give him that. The mafioso and names and shit,
that was still 90s.
That was influential.
You know, that was a
that
big
was all
switch.
Nas, too.
Yeah.
And
Big even was fucking beefing with that, too, wasn't he? Didn't Big throw some subliminal shot at Nas saying some shit about that?
Because he had the Junior Mafia. He had Junior Mafia before the firm.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Like, they was plotting on doing Junior Mafia before the firm. And then Jay-Z was just down with Big Team. Like, Jay-Z didn't really have his own, you know, his own thing going. Even though you could argue that he did have his own thing going, he was more like, he's more by himself than anything else. You know, like, that's what I give to Jigga more than anything else, is that he's more self-made than the other two. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. He came in independent.
Even though you got Dame Dash, he's more like commanding. Like, you know, like I don't really know how I'm trying to convey it, but like.
Well, he came in as a boss. He came in with a label.
Yeah, but you know, not for nothing, but he was better financially backed to be able to do that. Biggie wasn't. Neither was not.
Yeah.
They were just street guys, you know?
Yeah, but
you
Biggie can't knock him for that.
No, I don't knock him at all for that. But you know, just to the credit, you know, Biggie Smalls is the illest. But anyway.
But I still think Jay has impacted the culture more and even shifted with sounds. Like, for instance, when he came out with what was it, The Hard Knock Life, that he had Timbaland for the first time, and then boom, Timbaland blew up. And then he came out with fucking the song with Neptunes, and then boom, everybody wanted to do a song with the Neptunes. So it was like every move Jay-Z would make, people would then try to go ahead and go behind it and follow it.
But you can easily argue that Biggie kind of, when he got down with Bone Thugs, opened that lane, you know what I mean?
Right.
Where it became cool to do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And going and doing a track with the Brat and So Def. And you know, doing songs with multitude of different artists. Like, there's a lot of stuff that you could put on the album that Biggie dropped already, that it was like I said, underground stuff that you never really hear unless you know, throwback Biggie fan. You know, or unless you stumble on one of his,
I think they
like,
all
Best
got
of
that.
Biggie,
I think they all got like early material that's dope that probably a lot of people haven't heard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You know, the shit on him with the lots on Fun Master Flex.
Oh,
Come on, man.
You'll see.
Yeah, but Jay-Z got the same shit. Jay-Z got a verse on, and Nas got a verse on there, and they both ripped them verses, matter of fact.
I know they do, but to me, you know, Biggie stuff was dope. Like, you could put it on the album.
All right, so what about, like, you can't, all right, how can I put this? If we were to say, let's argue mixtapes, like, Biggie never had a mixtape.
You could say, yeah. I mean, you know, like, that's the Biggie, like, something like that. What you mean, like,
nah, like,
he had input on?
Yeah. Like something, like, you know how artists put out a project specifically that's not an album for retail, but they're putting it out, like Jay-Z put out the S. Doc Carter, I think part 1 and part 2.
Yeah.
And then I think I don't recall if Nas ever put out a project like in that vein. Where, well, maybe his like lost tapes that ended up coming out possibly. But well, because that's an album. So
yeah, because Lost Tapes doesn't count.
Yeah,
that was part of I Am. Right, and Nostradamus, right.
Yeah.
So that don't count.
So do y'all recall Nas ever having a project that was just like for the streets, that
mixtape?
That it was an actual... Yeah, I know his shit got leaked and shit.
Nah, yeah.
So neither one have actual like
Same
a
thing with
mix.
Jigga though. Jigga's shit got leaked too. The volume 3 shit. The shit. The Life and Times of S. Carter.
Yeah. No, but what I'm trying to ask is if they have a project that they recorded that was released, but it was never meant for retail album.
I think Jay's the only one that had it. So, yeah.
Oh, so that was a whole different.
Maybe no. Not really. Like, just, you could just put all their mixtape stuff together and put it on the album.
Yeah. Well, that goes back to what I said earlier, where they all got material that wasn't on albums that's still considered dope.
Yeah.
So I think they're still fucking neck and neck. We've gotten nowhere with the argument.
I mean, we're making progress though, because we're remembering stuff. We're remembering stuff and putting out points that we
all right. So let's check.
I'm honestly getting swayed more towards Big right now.
Yeah.
Before I couldn't make a decision.
That was going to be my question. I was going to say, let's check in. Where's your vote sit at right now? So right now it's leaning towards Big.
It's still at Biggie. You know.
That's funny. That's funny.
Still at Biggie.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Who's the first rapper to have collaborated with Michael Jackson?
I don't know.
Biggie. Yep. I'm just saying.
Come on, man. You knew the answer to that.
Who's the artist
he wouldn't have brought it up if it wasn't, right?
Who rapped with Shaq? Who rapped with Shaq and straight murdered the track, son?
Come on, you're rapping with Shaq, B. If you don't murder the track with Shaq,
I speak
slap
deep
yourself.
with killers about $1 million.
No, but he was so dope that he made Shaq dope.
Yes.
He was so dope that he made Shaq dope.
Shaq held his own too on that track. Real talk.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that would put the vote at 2-1 for Biggie.
Yep.
But cultural impact, you're going with Big then?
Cultural impact. Like I said, again, I vote Big again due to the fact that, like I said, to this day, you're not going to see somebody wearing a Nas shirt or a Jay-Z shirt as much as you would see somebody wearing a Biggie shirt.
But
and
that goes back to the fact that Biggie died, though. Biggie's dead.
Yeah, I know. I know, but that you could argue that he wasn't able to have the impact that Jay-Z did because he died.
Or
that was my argument.
Or can you argue that his impact was magnified by his death?
Not at all.
Yeah,
not at all.
Because I don't know how many people would be wearing a Biggie shirt if he was alive.
But if you argue that his death magnified that, then you got to argue that it also downplayed. It downplayed what his cultural impact would be and minimized it because he doesn't have the chance to be the president of a company.
Well, I totally agree.
Or politically, be able to do something,
right?
Or sign, get on a deal to for a basketball team. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. We never got to see him blossom, but that doesn't mean that we should hold the other two negative because they kept going and blossoming. Like, that's not their fault.
Well, that's what I mean. Then you can't, obviously you got to point out that his cultural impact of him dying would Nas having died and Jay-Z having died have the same cultural impact as Biggie having died.
It depends on when they might have died.
Yeah, exactly. When in their career.
If Nas would have died after his first album, I don't think it would have had much impact at all.
It's a good discussion, but I don't see where it has relevancy to the fact that it makes them a part of artists. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just think Jay has impacted in various ways, and he continues to this day with just the moves that he makes, and I think that impacts how people want to then move. That influences how they want to move. Like people want to move
around them.
Yeah, they want to move like Jay-Z. Yeah, they want to fucking be on the wave that he's on. You know.
But what I was saying while you were off the phone, Bloodshot, is that up until March 9th, 1997, Biggie had that cultural impact. He made us all want to be popping Cristal, wanting to rock that Versace, wanting to rock the Kangos, the Cool G's.
Yeah, but like I said, like I told you before, that was 1997.
All right, but if you're going to put all three, up until March 9th, then we already know the obvious answer. But after that, my man didn't have the opportunity, so he, he's no longer included in that.
But that's
how is that everybody else's fault?
Yeah, we can't help that. We can't help that.
But,
All right,
you know.
so
It's a good argument.
so to just kind of to wrap shit up, because it sounds like you're over there fucking running errands with the missus and shit.
You can hear that? I think I'm trying to be as quick as possible.
You have Bed Bath and Beyond and possibly Home Depot if you have the time.
Listen, culturally, I'm influenced by Biggie and Faith. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Oh, but what about Jay and Beyonce?
There you go.
True. Yeah, but Jay and Beyonce had somebody to do that for them. You know what I'm saying?
True.
To
All right,
run errands for them.
so who's the best MC?
Man, that's the question of the hour right there.
I'm gonna go with Jay-Z.
I'm gonna go with Nas.
I'm gonna go with the obvious. We know who the best MC is, man. I mean, come on. Is that even a question?
Tell him again, Black.
All right, so
You know,
Mook,
Biggie
man,
Smalls.
it's on
Biggie
you,
Smalls,
man.
a.k.a. Notorious.
Yo, the argument that has raged since 1997, the argument that has gone down in every barbershop and every fucking rap concert and every battle rap event and every hip-hop anything, all falls down to you, Mookie, a.k.a. Bloodshot, to determine and crown for the fucking first time ever and the last time, unanimous. Who's the best MC?
The best MC
That's a lot of pressure.
of all of them. Look,
The suspense is building.
Yeah, for real. Come on, man. Spit it out. Pause.
in my heart of hearts,
This nigga's
Yo,
lying.
this nigga's doing the fucking the bachelor build-up and shit, the voice build-up and shit. Yo, my man,
And
spit it out.
For
bro.
real, we don't got the
deep
dramatic
down,
music.
since all of them, since I heard all of them, and they both impacted my life, and I've been influenced by all three, and cop countless CDs and listen to countless material. I'm gonna say the best MC putting words together and coming off on a flow has to be Nas. Has to be Nas for me.
But we're not saying.
Right? That's
All
what we're
right,
saying.
yeah.
The greatest MC.
That-
Like coming off on a beat, coming off getting that off
no,
on a
well,
beat. I
that's
think
the
it
whole
would be
argument,
Nas.
no? Are we back at square
Right.
one?
The best MC. That's what we're saying, right?
You said the best MC.
So what happened to cultural impact and all that shit?
Oh, we voted on that.
That goes
already.
out the window. That goes out the window. We're talking about MC. Now you tell me who got the best song. I'm gonna say Biggie. Biggie got the best song.
Ah!
We got birds dying over here.
Yo, we
Pookie.
could have fucking determined who's the best MC alone in 15 minutes. Nah,
You know,
that's
like-
what's up though. So ultimately, on this
There's a
inaugural
difference.
episode 1 of the Great American Hip Hop Debate, we
Yeah.
crown Nas as the greatest MC,
That's right.
or as Jay asked, who's the best MC?
Biggie,
Biggie, Jay-Z, or Nas.
Oh, it's Nas.
Nas wins 2-1 to
Nas.
1, and I want to hear what the people think, yo. I want to hear if the people think
Agree.
otherwise. So wherever we post this at, SoundCloud, Instagram, whatever, drop a comment. Let us know what you think. Hit the follows or
Fuck with us.
repost.
Fuck with us.
Yeah. Fuck with it. However you're doing it on
Subscribe.
social
We got-
media right now.
We
'cause
like
we're
the
not sure where we're
Wu-Tang.
gonna put it yet.
We like the Wu-Tang Clan. We got other members that y'all ain't even heard yet.
Word. They coming in.
Yeah, they trapped right now. They're gonna come later.
Uh-huh.
But yo, Mook, thank you, man. Have fun finishing up your day, running around and shit. I love you, bro. You already know.
Yeah,
Word.
my brother, we love
Like,
you, man.
oh, come
Miss
on,
you,
man. That
Yeah.
goes without saying.
Thanks for
That goes
joining
without
us.
saying, my brothers. I love all of y'all as well, man. Likewise. This was very much fun, man. I'll do this all day, every day.
Yeah, man. Hopefully
sure.
we'll do it again, man.
We'll do it again.
Hopefully the people fuck with it and we'll keep doing it.
Yeah, man.
All right, yo, Facto, big love to the homie in the studio, man. Appreciate it, my brother.
Most of.
Oh, no,
Word.
no, F ain't
All right.
Yo,
Straight
brother Black,
Fuego Studios.
you got to sign off. VS, you got to sign
E-
off.
E Boogie.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Black.
the Black Dawn.
The Black Dawn.
That's it. Had a lot of fun.
Had a lot of fun.
V, anything?
VS with OP here, man. Just letting everybody know, just like my man Burns said, subscribe, comment, let us know what you think. You know, let us know who you think the best or the greatest MC of all time is. You know, let us know, and we'll be here every 2 weeks, every week. The more people chime in, the more we'll be here, man. So let us know, man. Holla.
Yeah, we'll keep polling. You know, whatever the people say.
Word.
Yeah, man.
You just scared the shit out of me. I thought you'd been hung up.
Word, I thought you hung up too. You fucking creep.
All right, so signing off. M. Burns, the Great American Hip Hop Debate. Hit the music. Nobody got a beatbox.